Are you looking for a treat so tasty that nothing can impede the federal flavor? Then you should try Auntie Nazra's Bananas and Rice, the irresistible fusion of sweet bananas blended together with fluffy rice. It's a pleasure so guilty, you'll swear you're committing fraud. And it's jam-packed with 68 vitamins for all-day energy. It may not be a thing in American homes, but it's a hit in government-funded daycares across America. So get yours today before the feds raid the kitchen.
If you commit fraud or run from ICE, make sure to eat bananas and rice.
Auntie Nazra's Bananas and Rice, a certified Somali treat from Hambly.
What's wrong, everyone? Jeremy here from the recording. You're never gonna believe this. Remember the bananas and rice? Remember, being Somalians, so much more than bananas and rice. It's like bananas and rice, but then if you know, like the bananas and rice.
To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice.
The girl that had this crazy sob story about how she was accosted by ICE and they called her the word.
Yeah, so I got kidnapped by ICE. Then there was this ICE agent who called me a racial slur. And I am proud. I am proud to say that I've survived ICE.
All these Somalis are trained to do anytime they face any criticism whatsoever, they scream more racism. Okay. Well, she was arrested yesterday, and this whole thing is spiraling in such an amazing way. Let's go on a journey together after a super quick word from this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Shout out to this video's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, if you aren't using a VPN yet, you're completely missing out, and Private Internet Access is the one I use on all of my devices. If you've been following the news, you see that censorship, websites, apps are getting shut down in certain countries, all sorts of craziness. Well, a VPN helps you never have to worry about that. Private Internet Access also protects you from the prying eyes of hackers, internet service providers, and others that can view your personal data. Perhaps also just as importantly, Private Internet Access allows you to access region-restricted content from all over the world. Streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime, and more have different library options based on where you're located, and some shows simply cannot be accessed if you're not in the target location. Happens to me all the time. Many sports events also have regional blackouts. Well, VPNs can be a convenient way to make sure you're getting the content that you're paying for. Private Internet Access also allows you to protect an unlimited amount of devices all at the same time, so your entire household with a single subscription. And I've been working with Private Internet Access so long that I have an absolutely massive discount available to my viewers. Link in the description below. Get Private Internet Access today using my link. Save huge, protect your computers, access all the content that you've been paying for. Now, to enjoy the end, we must start at the beginning. Remember this tearful press conference? Brand new Band-Aid on her face because she had been injured in an altercation with ICE. You remember this? Let me just refresh your memory.
We're following these two men, and I was waiting for these two men to hold the door for me, and I told
We're following these two men. You mean ICE? You mean you were stalking ICE? That's what it seems like to me, but I digress.
them, hey, can you hold the door for me? And I walked right in the middle, and when I was in the middle, ICE came. They came out of
Okay, so it was ICE that you were stalking. Got
the
it.
cars. They asked me to see my ID. And while they were asking me to see the ID, they just decided it was nice to be racist and say really nasty things to me.
That never happened, by the way. I can tell you that never happened. We have what can only be described as an infinite number of cell phone videos, cameras, all sorts of stuff like that. And in 100,000 interactions with illegals, there is not one single video of them randomly calling someone the N-word. She is making this up because that's what Somalis do. They scam.
And
look at this huge bandage on her head. We're going to go back to the bandage in a moment too. So this is going to, bananas and rice. Get your bananas and rice ready.
yeah, that man, he called me the N-word.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Never happened. You're making it up.
And he called me that, and then he arrested me. They arrested me. It was multiple people. They used a lot of force to arrest me.
Oh, look at that. I put these 2 Band-Aids on my head, brand new. In fact, there's probably some pretty gnarly marks there, right? Like, yeah.
She got a scab that was healing while I was in jail.
A scab that you got a scab that was healing while you were in jail. Now, I want you to remember that, friends, okay? She has a scab that was healing in jail. This is just a few days ago.
But they pushed me hard. They used a lot of violence. My body still hurts. I got a concussion. It's really hard for me to speak because of that concussion.
You have a concussion, too. Whoa, a concussion, a scab that was still healing. Boy, you would think probably you'd have some medical records of that, but I digress again.
They were just using a lot of force to arrest me, and I was screaming, I was crying, I was so scared. I've never been arrested in my life. I don't have a criminal record.
Hold on.
I have a clean record.
No, you don't.
It was just, and then that detainment, I was detained. I was literal cuffs were put on my leg.
You weren't arrested, you were detained. There is a difference. She knows that.
Cuffs on my hands, and I was actually detained with a Native American woman.
Oh, even more important.
God bless her heart. She went through a lot too. She was also detained by ICE, and she was also a U.S. citizen. And like me,
detained, not arrested. Show them your ID and they'll move on. But you know that's not what she did, and I'm about to prove that because she's been arrested.
And she had gashes on her face. They shattered her windows. She had blood on her jeans, her corduroy jeans, and she was.
They were corduroy. That's an important detail.
Crying because she was so scared because she was with her dog. She was so scared that her dog got hurt. She was so scared for her life. We were both crying together. We were holding each other tight.
Never, none of this happened.
I'll never forget, the fear that we both felt in our heart.
Do you see how she just wiped away tears that didn't exist? There were no tears that she just wiped away.
It's that day. And still
no tears. She's still wiping away no tears.
Sorry if I'm getting a little emotional, but
some time. It's okay.
Okay, so let's just bounce up. Now, she was arrested yesterday. But you know what you're not seeing in this photo? By the way, so much for your clean record, Somali agitator, anti-ICE Somali Karen. You know what else I'm noticing? It's really odd. Maybe you're noticing it too. Oh, there's not a single mark on her face. Look where this was before. It was all the way down just above her eyebrow. And then, okay, so her towel would be covering probably the second one, but definitely not the one right over her eyebrow. But wait, there's not even a mark there. No scar, no scab, no redness. No pink skin from a fresh heel. Those Band-Aids, they were fake. There was no cut under those Band-Aids whatsoever. Now, again, she fooled leftist media who probably doesn't have any interest in the truth whatsoever. Remember, this is somebody you're importing from a country that has an average IQ of 60, 65, technically. Now, that doesn't mean everybody from Somalia is 65 IQ. There are probably certified geniuses that came from Somalia. But years of inbreeding and a wide variety of other reasons are why they have the low IQs they do. This is why they have IQ, the IQ is the way it is in Pakistan. Look up consanguinity. It's a term where it is a practice of marrying your first cousin, and that's okay. And that's what leads to this kind of stuff. But we won't go down that road. But let's import more of them. But let's hear another hot take from Miss Bananas and Rice here, because she wants you to know being her is hard.
So I'm Somali. I'm proud to be Somali.
Okay.
To me, being Somali isn't just eating bananas with rice.
What else is it?
It's a lot. It's like
okay. What else?
It's an interesting thing. It's very hard to describe what it means to be Somali.
Okay. Well, give it a shot. Give it a shot. You said it's so much more than bananas and rice. Give it a shot.
and what it means to be American. But it's like a cultural fusion. It's kind of like the bananas and rice.
Oh, oh, it's like bananas and rice. I get it.
You know, people don't really see, like, you know, it's you know, people don't think, oh, you can eat bananas with rice. But
Wait, what? Bananas with rice? She said bananas with rice 3 times in 8 seconds. But I thought it wasn't bananas and rice. Again, these are the people that successfully scammed $5 billion off Democrats, just so we're clear. But again, here's another picture of her mugshot taken from without her headdress. Now, I don't know. Could you make the argument that there might be a tiny cut up here to the left of the eye? Certainly not a big enough cut to warrant 2 gigantic brand new Band-Aids that you put on for your press conference, scammer. I don't even know. I can't even be sure that's a cut, because this little anomaly on the photograph to the upper left of the eye is the same as right here in the middle of her forehead. That doesn't look like a cut. So whatever it was, obviously, bananas and rice woman was immediately arrested. A Somali American who went viral for describing her identity as bananas and rice is one of 16 people arrested in Minneapolis and accused of participating in a riot as federal authorities escalated enforcement after clashes with protesters. The woman, Nasra Don't Really Care, rose to national prominence after remarks she made on January 21st talking about bananas and rice. But she also lied about ICE agents calling her the N-word. She also lied about, in my opinion, ICE agents hurting her. These Band-Aids are performative and fake. Everything about this woman is fake. But thank God liberals have donated her $2,000 for justice. Justice. You know that other Somali that wanted $50,000 because he had to show his ID? Like, these people who are involved in scamming, not all Somalis, are some of the shameless, most garbage people ever, and liberals deserve to be taken advantage of by them. It is absolutely hilarious.
Hi, yeah, so like I was basically raised on bananas and rice, in a Somali daycare, which was very formative, and people don't get that that's like culture and nutrition. So when I speak from...
In light of recent conversations, we are proposing a pilot program to transition public school lunches to bananas and rice.
Yes.
Wait, what?
This is about inclusion. This is about listening, and frankly, the people are demanding like bananas and rice.
Excited to announce new product, bananas and rice, available at select Walmarts nationwide.
Okay.
Are these all empty? Every single one.
It's a scam. Oh, man. Can you imagine if South Park actually had any balls whatsoever anymore? Well, my name's Jeremy. This channel's called The Quartering. Hopefully you'll leave a like on the video. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.